Hello everyone and welcome to tonight's Kiki. I want to thank you guys for joining me this evening. I hope all is well. Hello Miss Paris. Hola, hola. Hola señorita. So I hope everyone has had a great day and is having a great evening. And if you're part of the replay gang, let me know in the comments, hashtag replay gang. And as you guys come in, don't forget to like the live and share it when it's over. That definitely helps with my numbers on the YouTubes. So I'm going to give it a minute or two and let everyone come on in. Trying to keep my little hands busy. I hope everyone enjoyed the live tarot reading last week for Halloween. Messages from your ancestors. I hope everyone enjoyed that. I sure did. Ancestors came through and some people got a little spanking. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think my watch has not updated. Don't you just love technology? They have us all connected to our phones and our watches and tablets and whatnot. And then when new stuff come out, which is, it comes out every year. So it obsoletes your old watch. And I'm sitting up here like, I'm not, my watch is still fine. And I don't want to upgrade it. So my watch is more than likely not talking to my phone all the time. That's interesting. Bingo, bango. No, I don't have an iPhone. I cannot do iPhone. That is like a lifetime commitment. It's like a marriage. And from what I'm gathering with iPhone users is that, dude, if something happens to your iPhone, you gotta turn that thing in, and then you may be without your phone for a second. So yeah, no, I cannot commit to an iPhone. No, and I've never really been an Apple type of person. Even when computers like became mainstream back in the day, We had Macintosh apples. I'm aging myself, but back in the day, and they was cool and everything. But I'm definitely a Samsung person. I'm an Android person. Hey Sheila, how are you? Thanks for joining. Yeah, I have no interest either in iPhones. I have a couple of relatives that have them, and I'm sitting up here like this. That thing looks like more trouble than it's worth, and especially when you have little ones and they're tearing up the phones. Yeah, and tablets. Trust me, my great nephew done went through a couple of iPads, and I keep telling my niece like, stop getting them. He's 3. He's all boy, and he's just going to tear them up. So unless you want to keep forking over hundreds of dollars or thousands, stop getting that for him. It's childproof too. It be childproof, but it's not him proof. It's not Debo proof. But yeah, I am so not interested in Apple. Now Apple do have some nice little technology for their phone, but I'll wait for Samsung, and Samsung technically is like a little bit ahead of Apple, so for what I'm gathering, so I'm pretty happy about that. Paris, can you hear me? Oops. I can't type in all caps. That sounds like hollering. Okay. Okay. Someone said that they couldn't hear me, but everyone else can hear me. So maybe they have to log back in. So this Kiki is going to be a little bit different because it's just going to be us talking about the recent deaths. Give me 1 second. I forgot to bring something. Okay, thank you guys for waiting, hanging in there. Okay, so like I said, give me a minute. I came up and down the dang on stairs, and you know how that is. Got to catch your breath. Whew. Tonight we're going to discuss the recent death of Takeoff. Unfortunately, Takeoff was killed November 1st. It was he was out celebrating with his uncle and a couple of and band member with a couple other people for someone else, another rapper's birthday party or whatnot. Dice game at a bowling alley. Heated exchange. Next thing you know, Takeoff was shot. According to reports on the internets, he was shot twice. One was a headshot and one was a body shot. And unfortunately, that was the cause of his demise. And it's very unfortunate because him and his uncle Quavo, they was part of a 3-man group, which was Migos, and everyone know who the Migos are, whether you listen to their music or not. You know the Migos. You know Offset, who's married to Cardi B. You know Quavo, and who was in the relationship with Saweetie. And then you have Takeoff. So whether you listen to their music or not, you know Migos. And Quavo and Takeoff went as a duo because Offset went solo, went his own way. And we don't know what really happened between the three of them. Everyone was hoping that they would get back together eventually and make more music together. But until that happened, Quavo and Takeoff decided to make music together. And they had just released the video for one of their new songs, which is Messy. I haven't seen it yet because I really wasn't into their music, into their rap style, but I knew who they were. Yeah, it was just bad. Some people was really upset about the video, but it's evidence. It's evidence. So that goes to the police, and at least they have that, so they could at least find out the people. It's a lead on the people, so it's a good thing and it's a bad thing also. But this is the state of the world that we're basically in. Instead of getting help for someone, where most people will sit there and just record the incident instead of going to get help. Now, fortunately for Takeoff, at the party, it was someone that was like in the nursing or medical field that was able to render some aid, while everyone else was recording and running around in shock because, look, scared, guns, bullets rang out. Seriously, bullets rang out. And what do you expect? Everybody's going to be running. But there was someone there to try to assist him while Quavo was on the phone with 911 to try to get better assistance. Hey, Erica, how you doing? Yeah, technology is a itch right now. But this death made me really start thinking about the music industry and how dangerous it can be. Also, over this just this weekend, Aaron Carter, who was a basically you could put him as an entertainer. He was a pop singer that turned rapper, turned actor. He was found dead in his own home in a bathtub. No one knows what happened. He had a history of drug addiction and mental illness, but there is no knowledge and nothing has came out as to why it happened, and it's just kind of suspect. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing as well, Paris, that it was like someone in Quavo's and Takeoff's entourage that was shooting at the other people, but somehow end up shooting Takeoff too. So eventually I'm praying that it does. And I'm not going to do no reading on Takeoff, one, or Aaron Carter. One, these people have just crossed over, and to me is disrespectful to read on an individual that has just crossed over. We have to allow them time to adjust to these, not being in the physical realm, but now being in the spiritual realm. Because I noticed on my Facebook, on the House of Kamisi Facebook page, or Kamisi's Apothecary on on the Facebook page, someone said, "Oh, great reading on on Takeoff, and I'm looking like I ain't do a reading on Takeoff, and I'm not doing the reading on Takeoff. So just to clear that up, I'm not doing a reading on Takeoff. I'm not doing a reading on Aaron Carter. They just recently passed. Let them adjust to the other side, get their bearings, and if I get clearance to do any reading on them, it will be a year from now, over a year from now. So everyone that knows me has heard me say this, that I do not do readings on the dead until, unless especially someone that's just recently crossed, unless it's like a year from now, from the time that they passed, and I need to get permission from them, because I'm not just going to read on just anybody without having permission. So let that be known. I know you guys know, but let that be known. Because like I said, I did notice that, and I was just like, I ain't do no reading on Takeoff, and I'm not going to do no reading on Takeoff. Because there's a lot of people that are reading on Aaron Carter. There's a lot of people that are reading on Takeoff. They're reading the energy, which is fine. You read the energy. But to channel themselves, yeah, you gotta allow them some time. Because I'm pretty sure that Takeoff, when he didn't even expect to die that day. So he probably is in some form of shock. Aaron Carter may be as well. You got to allow them some time to adjust to the other side, because the other side is way different from our side. Just saying. But anyway, with that being said, with Takeoff dying, it led me to really, hello. It led me to really look at the industry and see how many rappers have been killed recently, because it seemed like it's been a lot recently. So you know me, so many people did Easy as well, but if I get clearance, I'll check. But it may be not sometime next year, because I ain't doing it now. If I get clearance to do Easy, I'll entertain that. But y'all know I don't mess with the dead, because I want them to rest and I respect them. I don't know when I'm going to do another free tarot reading, but just hit me up, Paris. You know what to do. Just hit me up. But this led me to really look into the industry, the music industry, because we've been talking recently about how crazy and dangerous and flip-floppy the music industry has been. Look at Kanye going off the rails. As actually, Kanye makes sense to a certain degree, but then he goes left. I know, I understand. It looks like my video don't want to act right. Oh, because I got a message on my phone. Maybe that's why. Is anyone else having a hard time hearing me? Because I know Paris can hear me. Erica, can you hear me? Facts. Easy and Tupac. If them two could come back and show these young bucks what to do, then yeah. Because this mumble rap ish, it ain't where it's at, far as I'm concerned. So can everyone hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Mic check, mic check, 1 2 1 2. Hey, Demi. Okay, so okay, great. Okay, so like I said, this made me jump into really how many people have died. And I got my little cheat sheet here. So rappers have been dying since 1987. But let's bring it to the ones that we really, you might know. I don't think I've seen that, Paris. Let me see. Oh, okay, gotcha. I understand. But I'm still at that time. I'm still going to double check. I'm still going to double check. But we're going to bring it back to 1996, because that's when I started really paying attention. So 1996, Tupac was killed, and then about 2 months later, Gaddafi was killed. Some months after that, March of 97, Biggie died. Now we're going to jump to 2002. Jam Master Jay died, and we was all butthurt about that. We was butthurt about Pac. We was butthurt about Biggie. We was really butthurt about Jam Master Jay. And I want to jump some more to 2018. XXX was murdered. XXXTentacion, I'm sorry if I pronounced the name wrong, but XXX was murdered. Jump to 2019. Nipsey Hussle was murdered. 2020, Pop Smoke was murdered. November of 2020, King Von was murdered. Some days after King Von, Mo 3 was murdered. Young Dolph was murdered in November of 2021, and his anniversary is coming up. Jay the Youngin was murdered July 27, 2022. PNB Rock, September 2022. And Takeoff, November 1st, 2022. So, let's get into some numbers here. In 1996, you got three rappers that was killed. 97, you had one. 98, you had one. 99, you had two. 01, 02, you had one each. 03, you had four. 04, you had one. 05, you had one rapper killed. 06, you had two. 08, you had one. 09, you had one person. And 2010, you had two. 2011, you had one. 2012, you had two. 2013, there was five rappers that was killed. In 2014, there was none. 2015, 3. 2016, 2. 2017, 0. 2018, 4. 2019, 3. 2020, 5. 2021, 3. And 2022, and the year isn't over yet, 7 rappers have been killed in 2022. So my question is, why is it so many rappers being killed? Is it jealousy? Is it jealousy from the public? Exactly. Nipsey's did hurt, but it's like almost neck and neck. It's like pretty much like this: Tupac here, Nipsey here. With Tupac, it's almost neck and neck. It's almost neck and neck. The level of hurt. But why is these people being targeted? Is it because, the people, is it the people around them? Is it the lifestyle that they portray in their music videos and in public with the bling? Is it because some of these, like Young Dolph, he was killed basically doing everyday stuff. He was, going to get cookies for his kids so he could take them home. And then it was like days before he was going to do a turkey drive, a free turkey drive for his community. XXX was out basically buying another car, or a motorcycle or something like that when he got ambushed. Nipsey was in front of his own store. So some of these people was just going about they all Takeoff. Takeoff was in the non far as I'm reading. Takeoff was non-problematic. Non-problematic. But it recently came out that there was some type of criminal case against him that was still going, and they were supposed to go to court in January. Some SA type stuff. A girl accusing him of something. So his death affects that. But outside of that, the man was, as far as I could, I'm reading, is that the man was not problematic. He stayed to himself. He didn't get involved with too much, yin yang and back and forth and conflict. He didn't get involved in this stuff. But I'm like, you think it's the mentality, of people? Is it like jealousy? Like, okay, well, you think you big and bad and that, this, that, and other. I'm just going to take you down, And it's just sad that since 1987, all of these rappers have died by shooting or drive-by shooting. One was stabbed. That was Drakeo the Ruler. That was a stabbing in 2021. That was last year. But everyone was being, it's just horrible. I'm like, yeah, it's worse. I'm like, what has happened this year? So all these rappers, seven to date. 7 to date. Takeoff was a 7-person rapper to be killed this year. And for all intents and purposes, if you watch the video and read the reports, from the internet, it's like Quavo got into a heated exchange with somebody and Takeoff was an innocent bystander. They're trying to say it was a stray bullet, but I'm looking like, stray bullet? Like, was it a setup? They're trying to say that, Quavo's supposed to have been hit too. Yes, people don't understand or value life now. And I'm really seeing that with some of these young people. Excuse me. That think they got bumpers, built-in bumpers, and they just walk out into traffic. And the car is supposed to move for them. Takeoff seems like, that whole situation seems like a bit of a setup. But it's just sad that, so we're losing, and they're dying relatively quickly now. Quickly. Because I'm looking like, just this year, you go February, April, May, June, July, September, November. Every other month, somebody's getting shot and killed. Or we're hearing that a rapper done got shot and killed every other month. I mean, what is it? It's just ridiculous to have 7 rappers killed in 1 year. And the year isn't even over yet. And I hope and pray they catch whoever killed Takeoff. I really do. Because, he wasn't, from what reports, he wasn't bothering nobody. So is the music industry really promoting this type of lifestyle or this type of environment that is allowing these rappers to be killed? Or are they walking into situations not knowing that that's a possibility? Like someone was just killed just recently. Was it Jay the Youngin or PNB Rock? please correct me. He was with his girl at the time and got. And she's saying that he ended up protecting her in the process. But I mean, they out enjoying like a lunch or dinner or like a little snack, like maybe an impromptu date type of thing. And they're saying, people was trying to say that she set him up because she shared the location. Really, why, if you are a celebrity and you are Instagram rapper, or you got some type of fame, why are you sharing your location like right there? Even my mundane self learned from Kim Kardashian. You don't share your location at the like right, like in real life. You share that location like when you done left that location hours afterwards. You share that location. I learned that from Kim K after the whole Paris robbery, which I still think was kind of a setup. But still, I don't share my location right then and there. Because one, I don't need nobody trying to locate me. I ain't a celebrity, but still, you is not going to find me up nowhere. You're going to be like, oh, so and so is at this restaurant. They be like, she been gone for 3 hours. I done posted on Facebook and Instagram like I was there, like I'm still there. No, I done learned my lesson. Don't do that. And I was thinking that most celebrities have learned that lesson. Don't share your location until hours later that you done left there. Oh, he did. So was it Jada Youngin or PNB Rock? Because I'm thinking it got to be PNB Rock because it was just recent, and that's why it's still in my brain. Exactly. I might do certain things and be like, I ate here. Because I did that when I was in Atlanta. I ate here, Waffle House. But guess who was gone? Me. Okay, I figured it was PNB because it was still stuck in my brain. So I'm looking like, people are I'm reading that people are saying that, this the violence is promoted by the powers that be that's behind, the marketing of these rappers, and like not the managers, but I'm talking about the studio heads, the real honchos that's making the music, that's really pushing this agenda of sex, guns, drugs, sex, guns, drugs, rock and roll. Well, it's sex, drugs, guns, and hip hop. Because remember when Tupac and Biggie was and Snoop and all of them developed gangster rap, and they was trying to get rid of that because it was promoting violence and gun violence and everything like that, and glorifying killing and drugs and everything like that. So now that's all we see in rap videos. Is the lifestyle of a rapper is sex, guns, money, drugs, women, all of that. All of that is it, and it's like it's okay now, because that's what you see. What happened to, remember when rap first came out and it was underground? What happened to that type of stuff? I know we got Kendrick Lamar and Chance the Rapper, and there's a few others that are I do feel bad for their loved ones, but could you clarify the first statement, Erica? I'm sorry. But I'm like, it's like the rappers, They gotta know that they're promoting an agenda to a certain degree. They gotta know that it's an agenda. It's an agenda, and it's something that is being fed to our young ones that want to come up and rap, and they think that it's easy to get into the game, and it's not easy to get into the game. You got to really have talent. You got to really work for it. You got to really hustle. I mean, wasn't it Nicki Minaj that was really hustling out there to get her music heard? Drake as well was really hustling. Back in the day, you had to really really hustle and get an actual tape to somebody. And people, and back in the day, rappers was like hawking their tapes to record producers and other rappers that they knew at their concerts and whatever, or meetups. It was a real hustle, but back in the day it was like a respect thing, and it was more about uplifting and showing us as people that is something better to strive for, and showing the world the struggles that we go through and explaining it, and just telling the story, and just showing the world the reality of black folk. So, Paris, you're saying it's easy to get in, but hard to get out alive. So, it's like a contract type of thing? You sign yourself away, like Oh, okay, yeah, that's why I brought it all the way back to Tupac. Some of these I just heard their names and saw their pictures, and which is like I never heard their music, but I was just like, dang. But I'm noticing that it's happening like a lot now. These deaths are now coming like rapid fire. So is it because I'm starting to think they really are targets now. There's like legit targets on them. And I don't know if it's their own people or if it's the record label or what. But or just some haters out there that they have beef with, or don't even know they have beef with. And this is happening. True. True. You do have a point there, Paris. So it's just like, okay, it's like a machine. It's like a machine. So they're like cranking a machine. So we're putting this back on to record executives. So they know what they're doing. They know the agenda because they set up the agenda. And they also know that these young people are coming in here. They want to make a quick dollar. They want to become famous, and they want everything that they see on that other rappers are portraying on the internet and TV. True, you're right. Yeah, yeah. Some of this is social media. And we all know that if you got a brain in your head and you have some form of sanity, we all know that a lot of things that we see on social media is not real. And some of these young people believe that it is real. Remember the incident with Bow Wow, and he was posting on Instagram that he was on a private jet, and come to find out that fool wasn't on a private jet. Remember that somebody blasted him on the internet saying that I just saw that Bow Wow posted that he's um boarding a private excuse me, a private jet, posted a picture of him in coach, like he right here like a regular folk. Make it make sense. So you pretty much you see people online, and it's not reality. Majority of it is not reality. So you're approaching someone that's may not even really be living that life. Look at Rick Ross. Let's take it back to what Paris has said. Think about Paris said, but also you gotta look at the life they lived before they became famous. Look at Rick Ross. Rick Ross was not a gangster. Rick Ross was not a gangbanger. Rick Ross was a correctional officer before he became a rapper and start talking about, sex, drugs, money, and rap and all that. 50 Cent, he may have lived some of what he said he rap about, but not a lot of it. Exactly. That's why I'm thinking, because it's bring Erica, you were so that's the I think this is somewhat of the point I'm trying to say, is because the record execs, they know the agenda, they develop the agenda, and they know young folks mentality right now. So they could easily manipulate them and take advantage of them and give them what they want. They dangling the carrot in front of them because they know that previously, like Paris said, previously they was living dirt poor or whatever. And they have these aspirations to be the next big thing. And they got a little bit of talent. These record execs could take that little bit of talent and make you into somebody famous. But then if you turn your back on them or say no to them for whatever reason, the execs will basically ruin your bloody life. You won't have a career after that. Look what happened. What's happening to Kanye right now? Now Kanye is causing his own mess. Granted, he is the architect of his own mess right now. But what he is saying is going against record executives and other executives in the fashion industry and all the other businesses that he is dealing with. So everyone is turning their back on him. Kyrie Irving, I'm not going to say too much about that situation, but look at Kyrie Irving. He's going down the same road because of what he said. It's like Nick Cannon all over again with what he said, the anti-Semitic comments. Kyrie Irving, from what I'm gathering, had shared a statement or some type of post that had some anti-Semitic tone or writing in it, and he doesn't apologize for it. So now everyone, his own team, Nike is turning against him and everything like that, and probably rightly so. But what happened to freedom of speech? They are. So it's like a machine. It's a machine that they have, that they gotta consistently feed and crank out new music to keep the populace interested. But in that process, they're promoting, and they gotta know that they're promoting a toxic view of a certain demographic, which is us. And this toxic view of this demographic, us, is being distorted and force fed into us, and it's being accepted, and our young people are slopping it up like it's 24 karat gold encrusted burgers, because they want this lifestyle at any means, because they believe it's easy and it's way better than what they already are living. But there's a cost to that. We saw that with Michael Jackson. There's a cost to fame. Look at Britney Spears. There's a cost to fame. Unfortunately, look at Aaron Carter. There's a cost to fame. If you get into this business and you're not fully prepared for it, then you're not going to survive. That is true. So when you become famous and you've had beef with people in your neighborhood, you're right, Paris. That beef don't go nowhere. It stays. It more than likely intensifies. You know, it just intensifies, and you are a bigger target for that person. But I'm pretty bloody sure that this is an agenda that the record execs, and we all know what color the record execs are. Let's just keep it 100. It's got to be an agenda because they're feeding the machine. And it's making them money. This agenda is making them money. But it's at the cost. It's at the cost of our people. And it's alarming to see in 2022 we've lost 7 rappers already. 7. And the year is not even up yet. I mean, this is just, it's alarming to me. And it's been on my brain a little bit, but after Takeoff passed away, I was like, let me really sit down and take a good look at this, because I know since 96 we lost a lot of rappers. And I'm not knocking or meaning any disrespect to the ones that we lost prior to that, but I know for me, when Tupac died, that was like the beginning of all of this, and I was hoping that all of this would stop. But then Biggie died afterwards, and I was just like, I thought this would stop. Obviously, it's not. It's just now it's intensifying. It's just intensifying. And it's just sad. It's just sad that people, these rappers, can't just live their everyday lives. It's just bloody sad. And I just wanted to get you guys' thoughts on that, because it's just crazy. It's 7 of them gone already this year alone. And some of them, I don't even know who they were. I just highlighted the last 3 because I saw them mentioned in the media and on social media. I might have saw Trouble, who passed away in June of this year. Drake Hill the Ruler sounds familiar, but that was back in December of 2021. But it's alarming. It's alarming that all of these rappers are being killed in quick succession. And again, gun control is not an issue. Gun control is not an issue for the United States of America. Obviously, there's a problem. Obviously, there's a problem between this and school shootings. You think that there's not a problem with gun control? And I'm a gun enthusiast, but dang, I gotta be responsible with mine. So why can't anyone else be responsible? I'm not about, as many times as I would like to go off and do something to somebody, I ain't doing that. I like my freedom too much. But I just thought it was alarming that this trend is like, it's becoming a norm. Like every other month you finding out some rapper has been killed, and it's like becoming a norm. No one respects life. And it's just sad. So if we're not respecting life now, what does our future look like? Honestly, what does our future look like from this point on? That's a question we really need to ask ourselves, is what does our future look like from this point on, since we have a lot of people that do not value life, let alone their own. So with that being said, I do want to thank you guys for joining me this evening. This was a hard topic, I know, but I had to get it off my chest, and I knew if I was feeling this way, I know someone else was feeling this and questioning this too. So again, thank you guys for joining me this evening. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification to be notified each time I upload a new video. I hope you guys are enjoying the Kikis. Don't forget to look at my other videos. I have a new video uploading this Monday. I hope you guys are interested in, because I'm giving you a heads up now. This Monday video is all about cauldron magic. So definitely watch that video. You're right, Erica. I got the fear of God in me, and I'm looking like, as much as I want to go kill a few people, I'm not about to do that. Yeah, so yeah, I'm old school like the rest of y'all did. I was raised with ethics of like, no, you don't do this unless you know how to get out of it and get away with it scot-free, you know. But with that being said, again, thank you for joining me this evening. I'm sorry that this was such a hard topic, but it got to be addressed. It has to be addressed, because this is alarming. This is so freaking alarming. Yes, that's what we do. We attack with we don't attack. We protect ourselves with paper and pen and magic. We protect ourselves. That's what we do. We protect ourselves, so we don't go ham. We protect ourselves so we don't go ham. And candles. You're right. We protect ourselves so we don't go ham. And that is for not just for our safety. It's for really for them. It's for other people. It's for other people. Yeah, I kill in my mind. I don't kill in real life. That's for sure. I teach my niece that too. Kill in your head, don't kill in real life. But you guys, enjoy the rest of your evening. Don't forget to watch the upcoming videos, especially tomorrow, which is tarot for self-care. And like I said, cauldron magic video will go up this Monday. So don't forget to like that and share it, and let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget, also in December there are going to be very limited Kikis, and December 15th is where we're going to do our annual vision board party over on Zoom. So let me know if you're interested in doing our annual vision board party next month. Have a good evening. Good night, all.